Howdy, Algebra 2. Here we are with 5.1, Part 1. We're going to have 5.1, Part 2 at a different time. It deals more with exponents. We're going to move that closer to the exponent chapter. We're dealing a lot with polynomials in Chapter 5. So we're starting off hopefully easy here for you with adding, subtracting, and multiplying, okay? So basic of the basic, adding polynomials. Alright, adding polynomials. Pretty easy. Alright, I'm going to go super slow motion for us here for the first ones. You could probably go just a little bit faster, maybe like one less line of work. Okay, so and you can probably do this in your head. Okay, so what you're going to do when you have addition, you're just going to drop the parentheses, and this is what I mean by super slow-mo. Addition, we get to drop the parentheses, plus 7x minus 3y. It was positive 7x, so it's going to be a plus. And then now I'm going to rearrange and put the x's by each other and the y's by each other. Again, I'm going to guess most of you could probably do this mentally at this point. We're going to rearrange 4x plus 7x. Then we have a positive or a plus 5y with a minus 3y. Okay, just going super slow motion so you can see everything happening. And then we're going to get to our final answer of 4x and 7x is 11x. 5y minus 3y is going to be a positive, so plus 2y. Okay? Again, you could probably skip one of those two steps. Maybe skip that step or skip that step. Alright? I'm going to need to see something besides the answer, though. Something besides the answer. Give me one of those two steps, if not both. Alright? As it gets more difficult, it won't be quite as tough to show work. You're going to have some things to write down and keep track of. Okay? Sometimes they're going to be a little bit crazy, and they're not going to quite be in order. Alright, we got 2x cubed plus 4x squared minus 7x plus 1 plus 4x plus x cubed minus 5. So, it's going to be a little bit mixed up. Again, I'm going to go super slow motion. You don't have to do all of these, but as it gets longer, these problems get tougher, and you might need to show some more work to keep track of things without losing them. So we got our 2x cubed plus 4x squared minus 7x plus 1. We get to drop the parentheses, so it's just plus 4x plus x cubed minus 5. Okay. Now I'm going to rearrange so they're all by their partners. 2x cubed plus 1x cubed. And then when I got a lot of stuff going on like this, after I use it, I'm going to just a little slash there to show that I've already used it. That's a little technique I use sometimes to try to keep track of things I've used and haven't used. We only have one x squared. That's going to be a plus 4x squared minus 7x and a plus 4x. A plus 1 and a minus 5. Alright, so now we're ready to do our adding or combining here. We got 2x cubed plus 1x cubed is going to be 3x cubes. And again, if you want to, do a little slash through there to show that you've used them. Only one x squared thing, so we got our plus 4x squared there. We have a minus 7x and a plus 4x. It's going to be minus 3x. Plus 1 minus 5 is going to be a minus 4. Alright, so it's just breaking it down, putting all the like terms together, and combining. Okay, we got two more very similar to those two. Okay, let's have you hit pause and try these two on your own. Alright, let's see how we did. Okay, I'm going to go just a little bit faster here on this part of it because you already saw me do a super slow-mo. Alright, so maybe for this one, my one line of work, I'm going to show these like at least moving together here. Okay, I got 8a plus 3a, and then I got a minus 3c plus a negative or minus 8c there. For 11a minus 11c. Okay, I know this one probably could do in your head. Give me one line of work. All right, one line of work. Okay, this one's a little bit longer, maybe a little tougher to keep track of everything, especially since it's not in order. All right, let's see here. And again, I'm just going to, because it's a plus, I'm just going to, and we're just going to drop parentheses, I'm just going to rearrange them right away. 3x squared minus x squared. We got a negative 4x and a positive 2x. We've got a plus 7 and a minus 3. Alright, so our x squareds, we got 2x squareds. Negative 4x plus 2x, we got minus 2x. Plus 7 minus 3 is going to be a plus 4. Alright? Not too bad, not too bad. That's adding. Alright, that's adding. Subtracting, very similar, but one teeny tiny little detail, and that teeny tiny little detail means a lot. Okay, it totally changes the whole entire problem. Alright, so as you can see, these are the exact same problems as the previous 4, but now there's a minus in the middle. And what's tricky about this minus is you're minusing this whole group, okay? And where kids get in trouble is that they just do the minus 7x. But this is minus the whole group. So you have to distribute this negative into everything inside. So we're going to have a 4x plus 5y. Now it's going to be a minus 7x. Minus minus makes it a plus 3y. Okay? And it's a super common thing to happen, that people will just do the minus to the 7x and then they forget about everything else. Okay, you're going too fast. Slow down. All right? It helps that I do this. I'll take that minus sign and I'll just draw it on into each of those. Okay? And now we're going to simplify. Okay, just to save a little bit of time, I'm not going to rearrange these. We can do this, especially with the smaller ones. We got a 4x and a minus 7x. That's going to be minus 3x. A plus 5y and a plus 3y is a plus 8y. Okay, look at how that's different from our top one. Completely different, right? All we changed was that plus to a minus. Okay, next one. And again, sometimes the book, the worksheet, the quiz, the test, they're not going to be nice and give them to you all in order. They're going to be jumbled up a little bit, and then you got to use your brain. So again, I like to show distributing the negative. I like to show distributing the negative. So we got 2x cubed plus 4x squared minus 7x plus 1 minus 4x minus x cubed. Minus minus makes it a plus 5. Okay? Now, this has got kind of a lot of stuff, so I'm going to go slow motion here. I'm going to rearrange and put all the partners together. So we got our 2x cubed and we got a minus x cubed. 4x squared, and there's no other x squareds, just like last time. Minus 7x minus 4x plus 1 plus 5. Okay, and that just helps rearrange it there. It makes it, it seems like a really easy, super simple step, but it just kind of makes it a little bit easier for you to group things, and you kind of makes it a little, makes it tougher to get it wrong, okay? So we had 2x cubed minus 1x cubed is just going to be 1x cubed. Use those. 4x squared, that was the only one, so plus 4x squared. Minus 7x minus 4x is minus 11x. Plus 1 plus 5 is plus 6. All right. And again, I'm sure a lot of you could probably do that, maybe even from right here. This is just a little bit safer to write all that down, and then it's even more safe to rearrange and put them all next to each other. All right. Okay, just like before, you guys got the bottom two there on your own. Go ahead and push pause and get to work. Okie dokie, artichoke, welcome back. Let's take this minus sign into both. 8a minus 3c minus 3a minus minus makes a plus 8c. Okay, and this one's kind of a smaller one, not too bad to do. 8a minus 3a is going to be positive 5a. Negative 3c plus 8c is going to be a 5c, a plus 5c, a positive, so it's a plus 5c. All right, over here on this one, a little bit longer. Okay, we got our 3x squared minus 4x plus 7 minus 2x minus minus is a plus 3 minus minus is a plus x squared. All right. A 3x squared and a 1x squared is going to be 4x squareds. Minus 4x minus 2x is minus 6x. Plus 7 plus 3 is plus 10. All right. Hey, how about that? Adding and subtracting. Not too bad. Not too bad, okay? On your quiz and test, let's see, for adding and subtracting, I believe we have one easy one and one challenging one for each of adding, subtracting, multiplying, and then tomorrow is dividing. Okay, multiplying. Okay, the easy ones are going to go back to your, pre-algebra, Algebra 1 days of foiling. First, outside, inside, last. Okay? So let's take a look there. 3x plus 4 times x minus 7. And if you don't see an arithmetic or any kind of like an operation sign in between the parentheses, it's understood to be multiplication. All right, just like if you saw 3x and there wasn't anything between them, it's 3 times x. Okay, so you see two parentheses, there's nothing in between them, it's multiplication. So FOIL, for those of you that don't remember what FOIL is, F is for first, O is for outside, I is for inside, L is for last. Okay, I don't know if you want to know what that means, or if you just know the pattern on how to do it. So we're going to take the 3x times x, that's your first. The first one of this one, the first one of this one. 3x times x is going to be 3x squared. And then we take this one to the other one, and that's a minus 7. So 3x times minus 7 is going to be minus 21x. So those would be considered the outside pair. Boom. And then we have this one. And if it's a minus, I would circle it with a minus, but it's just a positive, so it doesn't really matter as much. It's a little bit easier. So it's a plus 4, so it's positive. So that 4 is going to go to the x. That's the inside pair. Plus 4x. And a positive 4 times a negative 7 is going to be a minus 28. Okay, and then usually with FOIL, when there's just a 2 times a 2, a group of 2 times another group of 2, and they're the exact same, like x, regular number, only the middle two numbers can be combined. Okay, x squareds and x's, those are apples and oranges. They're both fruits, but they're not the same. Okay, we got 3x squared minus 17x minus 28. All right. Onward, a little bit longer. Got a lot more stuff to keep track of, okay? Now, if you have one that's like significantly longer, and then you have like an x plus 2, like a small one like this, I'm really tempted here to flip it around and move it on the other side, okay? And you can try that with the next one on your own. I would move this one over here, because right here, how this is going to go is it's going to get a little messy. And I'm going to show you that just so you can see it. I'm going to recommend that if you have one that's significantly longer, one that's significantly shorter, I would move the short one in front. It's just a little bit cleaner if you're going to do these little loop things like that. Okay? So I'm going to show you how it's set up right here. It's going to get a little messy. Okay? So we got 4x to the third times x. That's going to be 4x to the fourth. And we got 4x to the third times 2. And that's going to be plus 8x cubed. Okay? And you see how before, like I did this one on the top and then this one on the bottom. So when I have multiples or more than 2, I'm just going to keep alternating. That kind of keeps it a little cleaner. Otherwise, you're going to have about, 8 loops up top. Minus 2x. So what I do when there's a negative is I box it or circle it. So I know that the minus is like a negative sign. It's going with the 2. And we're going to go under. Okay, so we got negative 2x squared times x is going to be minus 2x cubed. And then we're going to go this way. Negative 2x squared times 2, we're going to have minus 4x squared. Alright, and then we're to the 7x, and we're going to go up top again. 7x times x is going to be plus 7x squared. And then 7x times a positive 2 is plus 14x. And a negative number again, I like to circle them or box them. And then we go under, minus 3x minus 6. Alright, you can see how that got pretty messy. Again, if you would flip that to put the short one in the front, I think it's a little cleaner. Okay, so we got 4x to the fourth. I don't see any other fourths, so I think we're safe with just writing that one down. 8x to the third and a negative 2x to the third, so we got plus 6x to the third. Negative 4x squared plus 7x squared is we're going to have a plus 3x squared. 14x minus 3x is plus 11x, and then minus 6. Alright? There we go, okay? If you want to do it that way, you can do it that way here on your own one. I would recommend picking this up, rewriting it over here, and then it's going to be a lot shorter. You'll see how it's a little bit cleaner when I demonstrate that one here after you try these on your own. Okay, so go ahead and push pause. You got those two on your own. Ready, set, go. Okie dokes, welcome back. Let's see how you did. 2x times x, we got 2x squared. 2x times 5, we got plus 10x. Minus, negative, minus, we got minus 4 times x, we got minus 4x. Minus 4 times 5 is minus 20. In the middle, we can put those together. We're going to get 2x squared plus 6x minus 20. Alright, and I said I was going to show you how this might be a little cleaner if I move this to the front. So I'm going to just fence this off. We're going to go x minus 2. And it's multiplication. A times b is the same thing as b times a. So you can move these two groups around. Okay? Now, you'll see how it's a little bit cleaner, because I'm going to take x to all of these. So all my top little swoops here, whatever you want to call them, are going to be all together. It's going to look a lot cleaner. So we got x times 2x cubed. That's going to be 2x to the fourth. Then I have x times 3x squared. And that's going to be 3x cubed. So basically you're just bumping up each power of x by 1 here. X times minus 4x, we got minus 4x squared. And x times minus 5, we got minus 5x. Okay, now the negative 2. we're going to have negative 2 times that. That's going to be minus 4x cubed minus 6x squared minus minus makes it a plus 8x, and minus minus again makes it a plus 10. Okay, so you can see, and maybe if I even would have skipped a line right there underneath, it would have been even better. But this looks a lot cleaner with like the little marks. If you're going to do that, even if you're going to do that, than this one. All right. 2x to the 4th. Where's my cubes? 3x cubed minus 4x cubed is going to be minus 1x cubed. These are a little bit more spread out this time. Minus 4x squared minus 6x squared. We're going to have minus 10x squared. Minus 5x plus 8x. We got plus 3x. And a plus 10. Bingo. All right. 2 more to go. We can do it. Bit of a long video. Sorry, guys. But we are kind of combining 2 days into one here. Okay. So, everything we've done so far with multiplying has kind of been nice and in order. Okay? Sometimes they're not going to be in order. Sometimes there's going to be gaps. And we might have some big exponents. All right? We really didn't talk a lot about what to do with these. It's just been pretty obvious because it was like x times 2x squared. So it's just one more. Okay? 2x to the 5th times 3x to the 3rd. Okay? So we got 2 times 3, that's going to be 6. Now, x to the 5th times x to the 3rd. Okay, think about what you were doing over here. When you did x times x squared, it went just up 1. That's because this was x to the 1st, and that was an x squared. So then it went to x cubed. You're adding the exponents. Okay, same thing here. X to the 5th and x to the 3rd, we're going to add exponents. You multiply the big numbers in the front, then you add the exponents. So you have 6 x to the 8th. All right. 2 and negative 2, so this will be minus 4 x to the 6th. All right, now this one, x squared times 3x cubed plus 3 x squared, x cubed. Remember, we add, that's going to be x to the 5th. And minus 2x cubed. Not a whole lot of overlap. Yeah, these are all totally different numbers. Okay, and minus 4. I like to put a circle or something around it so I know to take the minus with it. We're going to have minus 12x cubed. There's our first overlap. And then minus minus makes it a plus 8x. All right, what can we put together? Anything? Just these cubes. Everything else is different. So that's kind of like, I guess, a positive of these crazy problems that like skip a bunch, is that when you skip a bunch of powers in between, you don't have a whole lot that work out that you have repeats of. Like, I can't add these together, apples and oranges again, okay? They have to be the same exponent to be able to put them together. So the only two that we have the same exponent of are the cubes. So we got 6x to the 8th minus 4x to the 6th plus 3x to the 5th minus, so we got negative 2 and a negative 12. That's going to be a minus 14x cubed plus 8x. All right. Let's have you pause and give this one a go. Ready, set, go. Okie dokes. Let's see how we did. Oh, we got a shorter one. You want to try it now? Where I don't have a lot of room. I was going to say we have a kind of a shorter one. We can move it in front and see how it goes. 2 times 2, we got 4x. 4, 2, it's going to be x to the 6th. And then we had minus 6x to the 4th. Ooh, a negative. Okay, negative 3x times 2x squared. We got minus 6x cubed. Negative negative is a positive, plus 9x. And then just a 1 here, so we got plus 2x squared minus 3. Did we have any repeats? Oh my, we didn't even have any repeats. 6, 4, 3, 1, 2, none. no common exponents. So we do have a couple, though, that are out of order. So let's just write our final answer in order of exponents. Minus 6x to the 4th, minus 6x cubed. Okay, then the squareds, plus 2x squared, plus 9x minus 3. All right, there we go. There we go, folks. Best of luck to you here on your homework, and we'll see you tomorrow.